What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Eric. We are riding dirty. In today's episode, we are trying out a Down Duro, which is a downhill slash enduro bike. I decided that I wanted to build a Commencal CLASH as a downhill bike because basically, from what I understood talking to the guys over at Commencal, they said that it is a Furious except made into an enduro. So the geometry is very similar. You can throw a downhill fork on it. Today is new bike day and also trying out the Down Duro. And look who it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me a boy's name that starts with the letter H. Jose. Jose with an H!
And what does Jose have below him right now? His brand new, what is this one?
It's a Meta SX.
Meta SX. So today is new bike day for Jose and I at Snow Summit. Let's do this. All right, folks, here we go. Another bike park season starting here in 2022. Super stoked that I got to go to Snow Summit. It's my favorite bike park in Southern California, and I always like to warm up on Blue Steel. It's one of my favorite trails. Main reason I like to start on this trail when I come to Snow Summit is because it is a nice trail. It's pretty fast. It has some good flow. It's got some pretty fun jumps, and you really don't have to worry about too many crazy things coming on this trail because, you know, it's a blue trail and you can just kind of do your own thing on there. You don't have to jump all the jumps. You can totally just roll over all of them. There's no major drops. So for me, it's something good to, like, you know, dust the cobwebs off after not being on a bike at a park for a while and just get back into the flow of things. And also try out this new bike I'm riding. And this is the Commencal CLASH. It's a enduro slash freeride bike. 170 millimeters of travel in the rear, 180 millimeters of travel in the front when you buy it stock. I actually purchased this as a frame only from Commencal to build a downhill bike, or I could build it into an enduro. And I wanted to be able to just like go back and forth to see what I like the most. And then you could put all the parts that you want or the parts that you like the most without having to deal with swapping parts out when you buy a whole bike. And I think that's pretty cool because not a lot of companies are doing that. This is giving you more options, and I thank Commencal for that. And so the front end on this, on my RockShox Boxer dual crown fork, I have 200 millimeters of travel. And in the rear, I have a Marzocchi Bomber CR coil shock, which I have set up with a progressive spring by Cane Creek, which is 500 pounds to 610 pounds, because I definitely like the back end a little more stiff than usual, but then again, I'm just trying this out to see how it is. And I can say that getting on this bike right away, it definitely reminded me of the way my Evil bikes feel, and that was one of my main reasons for liking the geometry on this bike. And now it's the moment I've been waiting for ever since I saw all the videos on social media, Westridge. Westridge has been one of my favorite jump trails since I came to Snow Summit. When I come here, I will do Westridge more than any other trail because you just get to go so fast and hit so many jumps non-stop. So this is the beginning right here. There's a couple of big tabletops that you have to hit, and then you're gonna come up to the feature right here where there's like a wooden bridge, and it's the first step up of the whole entire Westridge. And man, this thing has gotten a lot bigger. That was the first step up that they've changed this year, and you definitely need to be having some speed right in the beginning of this to hit all the stuff here. Westridge is now a pretty fast trail. It was already fast, but now you have to go really fast in order to get the right speed and flow to go over everything. Nothing really changed right here. This is just the same like wall rides that you hit, and then right afterwards you get to hit a couple of these tabletops. This one's fun. The next one's a little bit tricky because you kind of have to go sideways because the trail turns. But right after these bricks is when you really start going pretty fast. And there was this big wooden drop right there. I cased it pretty hard. And then right here, the next little jump, cased that one. And then right here, the next one where you just I'm casing everything. I'm just a case master at this point because I have no idea what to expect. And this is my first time down all the new features. And then I came up to the big jump right here, which just seems like a wall.
Holy shit!
And I'm not gonna lie, that thing scared me pretty good because I didn't know what to expect. But believe it or not, my first time going up it, I almost cleared it. But this was the first run. It was the beginning of the day, and no matter what, my goal today was to be able to get all those jumps and feel confident jumping over them. And let me tell you, they're big jumps, so the confidence was gonna be a lot of work to get there. With that being said, it was time to go back to the top, and let's hit Party Wave and make it happen. After Party Wave, I was ready to link up with Westridge so I can have round two, because I really wanted to clear all these jumps, and you know, I had to do it. It's one of my goals that day was to clear all these jumps. So I just said, here we go, full speed ahead, no brakes, let's just hit everything and go for it. Finally cleared them, felt so good. Didn't do the first wooden part all that well, but I did go back up and do it a couple more times, and I finally got that as well. But man, it felt so good to clear those jumps, and I got a little too excited and I was just getting a little sideways and almost crashing afterwards, but at least I cleared the jumps that I came to clear. Super stoked, great day at Snow Summit, and was loving the bike. And speaking of the bike, the Commencal CLASH, the way I had it set up with the 200 millimeters of travel in the front and 170 in the rear, felt perfect. I felt like I didn't need any more travel. It just felt so good. And for me, being able to have a bike that can do two things in one, That made me really excited because I just feel like I can have this bike that can, you know, fulfill my needs without having to have a bunch of different bikes. And everyone knows that watches the channel that I go through a lot of bikes, not because I don't like them, but I'm always wanting to try out a different one. I always want to try the next bike out because I've always been on this mission to find the perfect bike, the bike that'll fulfill all my needs, the bike that will be awesome at jumping, the bike that'll be great at climbing and doing trails, and also the bike that can just smash bike parks. And I'm hoping that this Commencal CLASH will be that bike. I'm also going to try out Mullet because that gives you the best of both worlds. You get the 27.5 playful rear end, but then you also get the 29er just smash through everything, bigger tire in the front. So I'm definitely going to try that out on this frame. So if you stick around in the channel, you'll be seeing some sweet videos from this awesome Commencal CLASH. And hopefully we can make this the best bike that's ever existed. So until then, you know what to do. Start small and go huge. Thanks for watching.